everyone, welcome back to our channel at Niger Hustle. If you're following us on social media, you know who we're speaking to today. With me on the show is Adeleke Favour Okikijesu. He's an award-winning farmer. He's very young and very progressive. So Kiki, we're glad to have you on the show. But first of all, we'd like to express our heartfelt condolences on the recent passing of your dear mother. We know that she was indeed a great pillar to you and to your
Yeah,
vision,
sure.
and we're sure that
Yeah,
she's smiling down at you.
yeah, I believe so too.
Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much for giving me this privilege and honor to be here. I did my research as well, and I'm so honored. Like, wow, I'm on this show today. It really makes a whole lot of sense, and I'm really grateful about that. Thank you so much for the opportunity, right? I'm humbled. I'm really happy to be here.
We're very glad to share your truly inspiring entrepreneurial journey so far. So really thank you to you.
Thank you.
So to get started, could you please tell us a bit about yourself and how did it all begin?
Oh, wow. That's a very good question. Thank you so much. So my name is Favour Adeleke, as you've introduced me. I'm more known as Favour the Lagos farmer. I'm the founder of Qiqi Farms. Qiqi Farms is an healthy and organic lifestyle brand. This is a story here and how we started, right? So I do visit the hospitals with my grandma, because I always lived with my grandma literally, right? So, she has diabetics, right? So, visiting the hospitals every weekend, it's really, really annoying, right? The doctors would always complain that a BP, sugar level, things like that are really affecting our health. And she would always complain to me in Yoruba, but I feel, yeah, she'd complain that she's very tired. Don't matter to me, meaning she's really tired of how everything is, right? Meaning she's worked really hard all her life, and in her old age, she's always visiting the hospital regularly. It is very, very tiring. And then they always told her to get organic farm products. It is better, it's going to help her health and the likes, right? But there was literally nowhere she could get it around us, right? And the stuff we get with the markets, maybe they've been going with fertilizers or a bit of chemicals that are not really friendly to our health, right? So that was how Qiqi Farms started in 2019. I got a loan of 10,000 naira from my mom, right? And fast forward to now, we've done amazingly well. We've grown, to feed in well over 300 families across 5 states in the country. We have our NAFDAC approved products and well over 20 supermarkets. And we're doing amazingly well. Our products are being sold in several general hospitals that we sell to. We've been able to cover the entire value chain of agribusiness from production. And we operate on a waste to wealth model, right? So everything is being recycled because we specialize in livestock, fruits, and vegetables. So I think I've been able to give an intro of how we started and how we're
You
doing
have
right.
very interesting way. Bless your soul, bless your mother's soul. 10,000 naira. Look at where you are today. Bless her
Oh,
soul.
yeah.
So, would you say that entrepreneurship chose you, or did you choose it?
I would say it's both ways. I would say, like, growing up, there were some things I learned from, staying with old people. You always learn a whole lot, right?
Oh
So there
yeah.
are a couple of things. Yeah, there were a couple of things I learned from my mom. Still, a couple of things I learned from my grandma. I learned how to save money. I'm very good at that. I learned a couple of ethics in life, right? So then I just really wanted to do something, right? I wanted to be happy with what I'm doing. I did not really want to do stuff that people are telling me, oh, be a computer scientist or do engineering. Yeah. I wanted to do something that came from my heart, something that I found love in doing. And that was how, with our story, that was how Qiqi Farms came to play. That's how we started. Though we started, to basically grow stuff for grandma, sell in the local markets. But, now we've been able to grow our revenue to well over 11 million, right? From 10,000 naira. So we're doing really well. So I've been able to, with my little experience, like trying to do it on and grandma's prayers always, we've been able to grow. And I'm now seeing what we're doing in the more bigger picture.
I mean, I was going to ask you why farming, but when you were giving the intro, you spoke about the challenges your grandmom went through trying to find the right, diet, the right food. So that would be, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, that would be the reason why you chose farming. Or is there something
Yeah,
else
that
you're not
was
telling
the reason.
us?
Yeah, that would be the reason because according to statistics, well over 200,000 people die annually in Nigeria from foodborne diseases. It's really alarming, right? And the cost is really high. So making one thing about me is I love making research, right? So understanding the fact that the food industry in Nigeria is well over 60 billion US dollars, right? And the organic food market is 30 billion naira. So at QiqiFarms, one of the things that we're doing is we are looking for innovative ways to bridge that gap to ensure that organic farm products are more affordable and accessible to even the layman, because people believe organic farm products are for the elites or top class, right? It's expensive, but we want to make it more affordable. So that's the vision.
Okay. So how has the journey been thus far? Considering you're so young, honestly, you're so young and you've achieved so much. I'm truly amazed. Not so many youths in urban cities, like Lagos, take to farming. So just give us a brief on understand how the journey has been so far.
We've been through a lot of struggles. First is finances, how to be able to, and one thing is that I did not really come from a business perspective. So there were so many business errors that we made, that I made, not being able to put structures in place, how to be able to predict our finances, how to grow, how to scale. So there are so many things, so many knowledge that I did not have, right? And it really affected me. But one thing about me is that I took my time to always go for business trainings, boot camps, started applying, to basically get trainings and understanding about how to run a sustainable business, right? So I would say that that has really helped me. And so I would want to say a very big thank you to amazing institutions in Nigeria that are really giving trainings and educating Nigerians on the on entrepreneurship, right? So we have the likes of Enterprise Development Center, that's EDC, we have Faith Foundation, we have Business Study Group, and so many other institutions, right? So I felt like going through trainings like that for free, which costs a whole lot of money, but they being able to give us the opportunity of having it for free has really, really made a whole lot of impact.
You well said, because I've noticed a few people that have interviewed, have talked, most of them have spoken about getting these trainings from all these institutions, and we must really commend them for that. Now, globally, it is estimated that about 30 to 40% of food counted as post-harvest loss. In lesser developed nations, and Nigeria in particular, it is estimated to be in the region close to 70%. What is Farms doing to reverse this trend, or at least manage this situation within your space?
All right. Thank you so much for that amazing question. So I would say that the basic reason I feel, that the basic reason why we are going through that current situation where there is so much food waste is basically the mindset we have towards food. And the world is changing. And if we're not changing the processes at which we've been producing food locally, we will still keep having a bit of issues. So to me, I feel the one of the basic issue is in the value chain. It's not connected well. Either from primary production, most people are literally going to primary production. That's farming, right? But in the value chain is still very large. It is still very wide. So we are not tapping into it enough. That is why that aspect of the value chain is very weak. So logistics is a very, very strong part of the value chain. And trust me, Nigeria, it is so poor. And that is one of the reasons why we're having lot of waste. The processing, the packaging, we're not really covering the entire value chain. Like for instance, you see lots of fruit waste, but there's so much that we can generate from fruits. Why is it that we are only, I think recently we began to do smoothies. That's when smoothies started coming out. But before, it was just either you buy fresh fruit or you do fruit salad and that's all, right? But there's so much that can be done from that. So one of the things that really matter here, if you look at the statistics in Nigeria, most farmers retire into agriculture, right? And the age range is really the elderly people from the range of 50 up to like 50, 70, right? Those are the people doing it. But if the young people can come into this, and that's one of them, I really, really advocate for this because I know that that's where the future is, right? So if we can have more young people understanding the entire ecosystem or the value chain of agriculture, well, we'll be able to get a couple of things. If we open our eyes to the value chain, it's so wide. And trust me, we can always add value to a value chain, right? So we need to be able to educate young people to see opportunities in this. Trust me, the opportunity in agric is so wide. And I feel
Sorry to cut you short. How would you say that Qiqi Farm is, what are you doing in your space to manage this gap?
Oh, that's amazing. One of the things that we do, we partner with other organizations. One of my mentors, his name is African Farmer. We partner. We've been able to educate farmers. Through his wealth of experience, we educate farmers, teach them on what to do and how to do it. At QiqiFarms, we've also conducted trainings for well over 300 young people, both offline and online, educating them on how they can tap into. In fact, as you can see, the shirt I'm wearing is for C Millions in agribusiness. It was an event that was launched in October 1st in Nigeria, in this country. We had the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Commissioner of Agriculture here in Lagos State, right? So to educate the young people on lots of opportunities in the value chain. So one of the things that we'll be doing, we've conducted trainings, advisory, we create internship opportunities for young people to be able to be part of us. We've been able to conduct trainings, for farmers, teaching them on what to do better, how to optimize their production, how to reduce waste, how to be able to be sustainable, how to be able to think forward, because trust me, the world is evolving, everything is changing. So farmers cannot afford to be left behind, because trust me, at the center of it all, we all need to be able to eat healthy. We all need to be able to eat quality farm products, right? We all need to be able to give out the best, right? So one of the things that we're focused on is how we can train young people, train farmers on what to do and how to do it better, so they can be able to create more job opportunities. And there's so much land in Nigeria. We need to optimize what we have.
Just made some very valuable, valid points when you were explaining what you were doing in that space. Now, in what areas are you integrating technology in your farming system? And how has it helped in terms of output and overall productivity within the farm?
Oh, that's amazing. So one of the things that we're able to do is technology and innovation. That is the main difference in Kiki Farms and other agribusiness brands in Nigeria, right? So one of the things that we're very focused on is technology. How can we leverage technology to scale and optimize our production from our farm production? And one of the things that we are always thinking about, we are an innovative brand, so we are always having the customer at heart, right? So for instance, we started with producing normal chicken. We sell chickens. Though we started with vegetables, then demand, we began to do chicken. We had the facility already, but we realized that we're not really, customers are not really satisfied. So we started with processing, we started getting equipment, processing our chicken, offering varieties of chicken sizes, and all. From that, again, some customers, like maybe people that are not married, they don't have time to cook, we thought about that again, and now we're offering ready to eat. So we're offering ready to eat, ready to cook, farm products, chicken, turkeys, vegetables, the likes, right? We're basically covering that, and we are making it more easy and affordable. So at the top of your button on our website, social media platforms, you're currently building a mobile application. It's really going to make it more easy for people to get access to whatever we have. So, and one thing about us is that sometimes people come to the farm and we don't really have anything available because customers have booked it all, right? So one of the values that we're offering is that, okay, customers don't really need to stretch themselves to go to the market where they can get organic or fresh farm products. It's very easy. We've been able to work with customers, we understand their journey, and we have the data already. We know what we want. We have a very good CRM management. So that alone has been able to position our brand to be able to make more sales, optimize our production, and ensure we are delivering a very amazing customer experience.
Congratulations on your recent award at the French Council. How does it feel to receive so much awards and recognition in such a short time?
Wow. I would first of all, I would love to give God the glory, and I would love to appreciate. It's not just about me; it's about my team, and they are the basic reasons why we can work on a couple of projects together, and it's going to really be successful. Though we've started in 2019, we've done several stuff, we failed, but there's this belief that we have, that there's this grit. And I learned it while going for a couple of business trainings. Well, it's either we do it or we die trying. And so as a team, we are always focused on what we can do. So it's not just about us, it's about we coming together, putting our ideas together. How can we make this thing work? How can we make it successful? So we're always together, coming up with ideas. What can we do? And to me, we've done several things and failed severally, but we still have that belief. And wow, and one of my mentors would always tell me that you're in business to solve problems, right? So if you can't solve this problem that you're going through, why are you in business? Why are you a farmer, right? So that's one of the mindset that we have. We at Qiqi Farms, we have an entrepreneurship mindset. Everyone in our team, we're very focused on what we can do, right? So I would say that one of the things that really helped us and things I learned is hard work and consistency and perseverance. Perseverance has really helped us. So we failed a project this year. We are coming back next year for it. Man, we would come back.
Right.
I would try. I would keep up. And that has really been. We've gotten well over 4 awards this year. We have an award this Sunday. With Unicap. We've won over 10 competitions this year, and we'll be doing way more than that next year by God's grace.
Wow.
So we keep the
Amen to that. Amen to that. Well done. You deserve it. What keeps you going? What would you like to be remembered for? You talked about all the things you've been through, and you talked about you didn't have a clear understanding of how the business market worked, and you tried different things. So you can't really say, okay, what worked for you the most? If you share that with us.
I would say one of the things that has worked for me the most is having an open mind. One thing about me is and that's what's about our team. We always have an open mind, and we're very flexible with things, right? So we have this belief, that whatever we want to do, we are going to get it, irrespective of how long it takes. We are going to get it right. So having that mindset has really helped us. And one thing that's really helped, like me, I'm this kind of person. I would always show up, right? As long as I know that there's value. I'm not really concerned about the money. As long as there's value there, as long as there are people we are going to meet, we are always there. We are always ready. And one thing that really helped us is building sustainable and productive relationships. I love meeting people. It's one of my super strengths. I love having conversations with people, and I love knowing people's problems. That's really helped us. So at Qiqi Farms, we're solution oriented. We love knowing people's problems, our customer problems. How can we solve it? What can we do? How can we help? That's always the question we are always have. That's always the question that we always focus on solving. What can we do? How can we help? And this has really helped us. And one thing I would say that I want to be remembered for is being of service and helping people the best way I can, like building the legacy of service and raising young people. So, and I would say that this has really happened. So sometimes we win competitions, right? And we meet other people that are doing real great and they don't really understand how it works. And to the glory of God, I personally have been able to help and train other people, about 5 of them, and now they're winning competitions and they are ready just like me, right? Because I've been able to understand the pain of not knowing what it takes. I've been able to understand the pain of not planning. I've been able to understand the pain of not making proper research, right? I've been able to understand the pain of, of just doing things anyhow. So to every competition that we win, to every project that we win, trust me, we take our time to plan it well. From the beginning, we write things down. What are our expectations? So I realized that a couple of people don't really know about it. And that's one of the things that I'm always happy for. And that's what, and like, a couple of people that I've trained, they want to go, and they would always ask, Favour, you don't charge. Well, I don't yet charge. And you're doing all these things and you're helping us and we're winning. And yeah. So I'll be like, see, me seeing that when I knew you did not really have this experience, you don't really know how things work, and seeing you months after now, you winning, and you emerging winner of competitions, and you getting funds to help your business grow. It's joy to me, it's satisfaction to me. I feel like I've been able to impact someone's life positively. It's not just about the money, right? So that is one of the things I want to be remembered for, helping people and solving problem and being of service to people.
You are such an old soul. You're such an old soul. So when you see Qiqi Farms, that's what happens when you grow up with your grandmama. Get some really serious wisdom from them. When do you see Qiqi Farms in the next 5 years, and do you have plans to explore foreign markets?
Our dream in the next 5 years is to have our organic farm products in all local governments in Lagos State. All the local governments in Lagos State, whereby we position our brand to take advantage the food markets and provide more value to Nigerians. We want to become the biggest farm that would have our products for corporate events, right? So gone are the days whereby we just have farms and they're not really adding value. We want to be able to position our brand and that's what we're already doing in corporate events, wedding parties. We have our branded asun, from goat meat, we have asun, we have, yeah,
I have to
we are
visit
in.
the farm when I come back home.
Oh, that's amazing. We look
They're
forward
saying all the nice things I like to hear, Asu. So, any advice for young people looking to take on farming too?
My advice for young people that want to take up farming is to first understand what value they want to bring to the agricultural value chain. What do they want to do? And I would always advise that before you come into agriculture, it's best you intern. You intern in a farm, that they are currently doing what you want to do. So you already have a bit of experience and exposure, so you don't just come into the business green on and you don't understand that farming is a serious business, and when a couple of troubles come, you'll be like, this is not profitable. But no, it is profitable, it is sustainable, but you don't really have the knowledge or competence enough to grow whatever you want to do. So my advice is, as farmers, as people that intend to come into agriculture, be it whatever skill you have, be it you're a tech person, you're into accounting, you're a doctor, be it whatever you're doing, there's always a space for you in agriculture. Agriculture is the only industry that can accommodate everybody. Be it whatever you're doing, agriculture is accommodative. So we want people to be able to bring their skill. And if you want to, and think of what value chain you want to be part of. You can't just say you want to come into the value chain and you want to come into the farming value chain. There's lots that you can do. Is it in the logistics? Is it in the accounting? Is it in creating finance? Is it in creating the equipment for farmers? Is it in packaging? Is it in branding? Is it in marketing? So the list goes on and on and on. You understand? So people, you don't really or necessarily need to come into the main production. There's so much that you can do, and there's so much that you can easily make money from. You understand? You don't need to own a farm before you becoming a farmer that is cashing out. I have a lot of friends that they are cashing out from Qiqi Farms, partnering with other here and there. So I feel that having the right exposure and understanding about how the business works would really be of value. So you don't come into agriculture green on and you say you want to revolve everything, and and this happens. You see people overseas, in other countries, and they see things over there and they want to bring it to Nigeria, and they will say that it will work, they will bring this technology, and at the end of the day, it won't work. And it won't work because it's a business. You need to understand what works in Nigeria. How does it work in Nigeria? How can it work? You can't just bring stuffs and say that you want to, and at the end of the day, you will now start saying that it's not sustainable or something is happening. But no, you need to do your own work properly.
Any last words for youths like yourself?
Any last word I would say for every youth out there is that let us not focus on the problem that Nigeria has. Let us open our mind, to add value one way or the other. The next person beside you, what problem can you solve? Because not until you begin to solve people's problems, that's when you begin to make money. That's when you begin to add value to life. So my word of advice to every young Nigerian that would listen to this is to think of what you can do, irrespective of where you are. If I tell you my story, you won't believe what we're currently doing today, right? Irrespective of where you are, where you're from, your color, your race, wherever, there is something that you can do. There's something within you that you can give. Don't have this mindset that until you receive this or receive that. Not until you do something, nothing would happen. Not until you begin to solve people's problem, nothing would happen. So have this mindset that there's something within you that you can do one way or the other. Start small and you would grow. My name is Favour Adeleke, and I'm more known as Favour the Lagos Farmer. I'm a farmer, an organic farmer. We specialize in livestock, fruits, vegetables, feeding families across Nigeria. That is my hustle. That is the hustle I'm proud of. That's the hustle that I want to grow and scale exponentially. So to you out there, what is your hustle? What are you doing? How are you doing it? So do something, go on the streets and hustle, do something, add value to Nigeria, and together we'll achieve the Nigeria of our dreams.
That was Qiqi Farms. Amazing young man, Favour, very inspiring. We hope that his story has inspired one person at least to not give up on your dreams, despite it doesn't matter where you're from. It has nothing to this world. Your background, what you've been through, is irrelevant to your dreams and your vision. And we're going to be there with you, rooting for you. So well done, Favour. We appreciate your time. Those of you who have been following our program, we thank you for your subscriptions and your follows. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media page as we bring to your screen more Niger hustlers as they tell their stories with us and inspire us to greatness. Thank you. Don't forget, what's your hustle?